In this demo, I'm going to show you how to use QuikScout Design, your QST Learning Network website, along with Smart's Notebook Express, to show you how you can create lessons for your students and share them across the internet, interacting with the students, allowing the students to then answer your questions or review the assignment and send them back to you. We'll first start with QuikScout Design. Now, the nice thing about the Smart Notebook Express with QuikScout Design is the ability to manage video and organize presentations and then save them as notebook files. So I'm going to show you how to do one of those. I'm going to click the QuikScout Design button, and it's going to take me into the home base for creating lessons. In this example, I'm going to show you how to create a lesson with the U.S. Constitution, and the video I'm going to use has been provided by Learn 360. So we're going to create a new presentation. So I'm going to click New at the bottom of the screen, and it's going to ask me for a description of the lesson I'm about to create. And I'll type U.S. Constitution and hit OK. And I'm taken to the area now where I'm on page 1. The first thing that I do is I click and choose the type of page that I want to select. So I'll drop it down to Notes. Using Notes, I'm able to mix text, images, and video all on the same screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my video that I want to use along with this, this question. I'll click Media, and I'll select my video, my U.S. Constitution video provided by Learn 360, and I will click Open. And it jumps right in and starts playing, but I actually know where I want to go, so I'm just going to fast forward to the time code. You can see the time code over here. I'm going to fast forward to where I want to go with this video. Let's see, and we'll back it up right to before Reagan starts speaking here. Say it's about right there, and I'm going to click Begin. And then I'm going to run this for a few seconds. That's good enough right about there, and I'm going to click End. So now I've marked a segment of that video for this specific question or page that I'm on. Alright, now on this, in the text part of this, I'm going to type 2 questions. We'll go 1, name a primary duty the U.S. President is responsible for as head of the executive branch of government. Okay, and I'm going to pull an image now that goes along with this question. So I'm going to click Import, and I'm going to grab my image that I have in here, and now I've created page 1. It includes a question, allows the student to go in and answer that question. Alright, now I'm going to go on and create a second question. So I'll click New Page again, and I'm going to use Notes again, and I'm going to type the second question for this one. What is the name of the famous building on this page? Let's see, on this page. And I'm going to go in and grab the same image that I had before and hit Open. And I need to get my time codes. And in this case, I'm going to use the same time codes I used for the previous question. So I'm going to click Previous Times, and it pulls those in. Now, what you could have done here is you could have hit Media and pulled in a new video. You can continue to use the same video by fast forwarding and rewinding through it. The point being that what you're able to do is you're able to create questions based on videos that you have, images that you have, and kind of pull them all together into one lesson. Once we've got our lesson built, we can go ahead and package it and create the Smart Notebook file. We do that by clicking the Package Files button, and we click Package for Smart Notebook, and it's going to ask us for a description of what we're about to create. So I'll just type U.S. Constitution Lesson Q&A. We'll hit OK. And it's going to go through now, and it's going to take all the videos, the images, the text we put in there. It's going to package it all together into one Smart Notebook file. And when it's finished, you'll see the little done thing pop up on the screen there. Go ahead and hit OK. And if we back out of this all the way to our desktop, that's where the Smart Notebook file gets created. There it is right there. So if I right click on it, I can open it up now in my Smart Notebook program. And I can make little adjustments to it. You might want to move the text around, move the images around, things like that, and then resave it. If I open it up, you can see here's the first page. Move this stuff around a little bit. If I want to move the text down a little bit, I can. If I want to, change the font or maybe make it bigger or make it smaller, I can do this. So you have a little bit of freedom over it once you create it to make these changes. We'll go ahead and save our changes. I just made a couple changes there. And we'll exit back out. So we've gone ahead and we've made any edits we want to make to our U.S. Constitution lesson. And now we're ready to upload it to our QST Learning Network site so that students who are not in front of us or want to get it at home can get it and open it up and answer questions, make changes, do what they need to do. So the first thing we need to do is we need to zip up this file. So I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to click Send To. And then compressed folder, and it's going to create a zipped version of this Smart Notebook file. And I'm going to go back into my QuikScout Design and go back into the QS Design portion. And now based on what we've set up in our user settings area, our password, our username, it'll know where to send it, which site is yours. So we'll go ahead and click Upload Files to QSTSportsNetwork.com. And now we need to select that file that we just edited. Now in this case, if you wanted to, if you had multiple files, if you had created 3, 4, 5 lessons, you could actually upload them all to the same page. In this case, I just have one. So I'm going to click Browse. Go to my desktop and grab a hold of my zip file. I'm going to give it a description. And I'll just go along with what we've been calling it. And I'm going to click Attach. And now you can see it there in the list. Now, like I said, if you had more than one, you could just do that same process for each one of those files, and you can kind of create a list of files. All right, now we need to select the location of where we're going to upload it on our site. So I'm going to drop down to the U.S. History and Government tab, and I'm going to grab U.S. Constitution Quiz. That's where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to click Upload Files. And when I do that, it's going to upload and create a page for that specific lesson. And it's done. So I'll go ahead and click OK. And I'm going to close out of everything here. Now if we open up that page on the website, U.S. History and Government, U.S. Constitution Quiz, you can see created a page now for that specific lesson. So it gives you some instructions on what to do with it once you download it, and you can actually go ahead and click the download. Now what's nice about it is your students could actually go in if they wanted to, and they could download that file and from their own home, and then using the Smart Notebook Express, they could open it up and basically take the quiz. And I'm going to show you how to do that next. Now I'm going to act as the student. So I'm on my own computer at home, and I want to download that file that the teacher put up so that I can go through the quiz and answer the questions one at a time. So I go to that same page, and I click Download File. And it's going to download a zip file, so I'll go ahead and hit Save. It's going to ask me where, and I'll just go with my desktop, and I'll hit Save. And it's now saved. So I'll go ahead and close. And you can see it here on my desktop. If I right click on it, hit Open, and I'll drag it out of the zip folder. Put it on my desktop, and now I've got this Smart Notebook file. Now I probably as a student don't have Smart Notebook on my computer at home, but Smart has their Express version, which is kind of like a web application that allows you to open any Smart Notebook file from home. And you get to it by opening up your web browser and going to express.smarttech.com. Then go ahead and click Open an Existing Notebook File. And browse to your desktop where that file is and click Open. And it'll open up for you. You can click on page 2. And you can see your video starts playing. You've got your image to go along with it, and you've got your question that you typed on your page. And now as a student, if I want to, I can go ahead in here and I can start typing out the answer for this question. And if I want, I can, using some of the smart tools at the top, play around with the text. I can draw if I want to. If there's something that needs to be circled, I can go ahead and circle it. So we can kind of play with the smart tools that come along with it to play around with it as you go through and you answer each question. When you're done, you answer each question, you go ahead and hit File and Save As. And it's now saved on the desktop. It's saved on your computer. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and save it right now. I'm going to save it over top of the old one. And we'll go ahead and close it. If I go back to my desktop now, and I'm going to give it a new name. I'll call it Answers. And I'm now going to send it back to the teacher in that section of our website. So I'm going to right click, Send to Zip. And now as a student, I'm making a zip file. And then I'm going to go into my version of the QuikScout Design program, what I have on my computer. And go into QS Design. And I'm going to do the same thing the teacher did. I'm going to go in, I'm going to upload it to the answers portion so that the teacher can go in then and take a look at it. So I click Browse. Here's my answers. Give it a name. Hit Attach. Now I'm going to select the location. U.S. History and Government. This time I'm going to go to Answers and hit Upload. So now it's uploading those. I'll go ahead and hit Done when it's finished. So now as the teacher, I can go back into the website, let's say a day later on that afternoon, however, whatever you set up there. Click in there and go into the answers section and get the answers for that particular student who uploaded them. You can see now that I can click Download File, which will give me the answers that the student put in. And I can go ahead and make changes to it, and I can upload. So if you want to continue to pass things back and forth, you can. If you just want to use it as a way to quiz students at home, you can do that. There's a lot of nice ways you can use this, being able to send it back and forth using this Smart Notebook Express.